In this video, we will look at some of the methods which are available with grouping. So let's create a new class, and the class name is grouping min, max, average example, and create a public static void main. And the first example which we'll be looking into is grouping the instructors in two sets of online courses versus not online courses. Like, we'll be separating it out into teachers who basically teaches online courses and the teachers who don't teach the online courses, and also get the maximum years of experience of the instructor. So it will return us two groups. One is online courses and the other one is non-online courses, and the maximum years of experience, the person or the instructor who has the maximum years of experience in that set, it will return those values. So let's implement this. So it will return us a map. First one is Boolean, whether it teaches online courses or not, and the second one is optional instructor. Because max or min return the optional instructor, so that's why it is optional instructor. And max instructor. So the first example is with max is equal to instructors dot get all and dot stream dot collect, and here collectors dot grouping by, and we are grouping by instructors is online courses. And also inside the collect, we are doing the collectors dot maxBy and comparator dot comparing and instructor years of experience. Let's put on a separate line and separate it out by this. So here we are collecting collectors dot grouping by. So first group by is with instructor dot is online courses, and also the second group by is or basically the one which returns as the optional instructor is collectors dot maxby comparator dot comparing instructors get years of experience. And afterwards we are going to print out max instructors dot for each and key and value, and print it out the keys and values. Now let's run this program. And you can see that instructor who don't teach the online courses, there we have Jean who has the maximum years of experience, which is 6, and the other one where the instructors who teaches the online courses, Anthony has the maximum years of experience, which is 15. So it printed out the instructors who have the maximum years of experience and grouped them by online versus offline. Now when we run this, we got the instructors who are option instructors. So let's run this again, and you can see that it was optional. So now what we can do is that in order to get the optional.get on each instructor, there is an operator which we can use is by collecting and then. So once it collects, then afterwards run the .get operation on the instructor, so that will give us the concrete value. So how to implement the collecting and then? So this example will be with collecting and then. Collecting and then. So let's copy this and paste it and modify this to maximum instructor 1 and maximum instructor 1. So now here what we'll do is that after grouping by with instructor.isOnline courses, because maxBy is the one which is giving us the optional instructor, so what we'll do is that here we will do collectors dot collecting and then. So run the maxBy operator, and then after running the maxBy, do the .get on the maxBy. So collecting .then, and put one more braces over here, and here put comma, move this down, and optional colon, and in this case get. So now it is not returning optional, so remove the optional from here and it will return the instructor. Now let's print out the maximum instructor.1 dot for each and key and value. Let's put a separator here first. And let's run this example. So you can see that before it was returning as the option instructor, now it is not returning as the option instructor, it is returning as the instructor. So collecting and then is basically a second operation which you can do by adding collecting and then, and first operation maxBy and the second operation on the result is optional.get. Now the next use case is to calculate the average years of experience of instructors who teaches online or not. So in this case we will be averaging on the years of experience. So let's copy this and then paste it over here and change this to maximum instructor 2 and maximum instructor 2. Now here we were doing the collectors.maxby. So let's do the collectors.average integer, and we don't have to do the comparator, so we'll remove the comparator and also remove one braces on the other side. And in this case, because averaging won't return the optional, so we can remove this along with this and remove the collectors.collect and then. This will return as a double, so we can change this to double. So here instructor.getAll.stream.collect collectors.groupingBy. So first grouping by instructor.isOnline courses, grouping by on the online courses, and then the second collector is basically averaging integer instructor get years of experience. Now let's run this program. Let's first print a separator, copy this. Now let's run this program. So you can see that for instructors who don't teach us online, the average experience is 5.5, and the instructors who teach us online, the average experience is 13.333. Now the next use case is to drive a statistical summary from properties of grouped item. So it will give us the statistical summary of how it grouped by all those instructors. So let's look at that. So there is a method which is provided with group by, where it returns the statistical summary of the group by operations. So let's copy this and then paste it over here and change this to maximum instructor 3 and 3 and collectors dot summarizingInt. So this is the one which will give us the summarizing or the statistical summary of the group by, and it takes in summary statistics. So let's change this to int summary statistics. And 3 and then 3. And now let's run this program. So now you can see that it generated a statistical summary. So for teachers who don't teach online, so count is 2, sum is 11, minimum is 5, average is equal to 5.500, and max is 6. And for the teachers who don't teach for the teachers who teaches online, the summary is count is 3, sum is 40, min is 10, average is 13.333, and max is 50. So this result is same what we got with the max of two groups, which was 6 and 50. And to calculate the min, you can just replace it maxBy by minBy, and it will calculate the min of the instructor's years of experience. So these are some of the methods which are available with grouping operations of collectors.